Back to the main story. The Travel Through the Ages sub-arc has finished temporarily. And we embark on the story that has preceded it, which was the story of the Syndicate and the Plane of Island. And chapter 26 is the Power of Island. Having defeated the Sister of the Spire, the air around the Syndicate shimmered with residual magic. As they caught their breath and gathered their strength, a portal materialized before them, its edges flickering with arcane light. Without hesitation, they stepped through, emerging onto the final island of their quest, Butterfly Island. Butterfly Island spread out before them in the shape of its namesake, a breathtaking and surreal landscape. The ground was covered in vibrant, multicolored bushes, each one bursting with blooms of every hue imaginable. Butterflies, their wings painted with iridescent patterns, fluttered in the air, creating a dazzling, living tapestry. The air was thick with magic, and strange, colored pools of magical energy floated around the island, moving in erratic patterns as if they had a life of their own. These pools glowed with an otherworldly light, their colors shifting and swirling in mesmerizing displays. Two formidable creatures guarded the island. The first was the Hand of Vishen, a towering figure that resembled a giant genie with a long braided beard. His presence exuded power and ancient wisdom, his eyes glowing with an intense, unearthly light. But it was the second creature that truly commanded their attention. The Eye of Vishen, a massive purple dragon with scales that shimmered like amethyst in the sunlight. Its eyes, deep and knowing, seemed to pierce the very souls of the Syndicate members. The dragon's wings stretched wide, casting an ominous shadow over the island. The party took a moment to ready themselves, knowing that this would be their final and perhaps greatest challenge. The island was alive with magic and danger, and they would need all their skills and strength to emerge victorious. As they prepared for battle, the Hand of Vishen moved with a fluid grace, his massive form gliding effortlessly across the ground. With a gesture, he summoned elemental forces, the air around him crackling with power. The Eye of Vishen, sensing the intruders, let out a roar that echoed across the island, its purple scales gleaming in the magical light. As the battle commenced, Saber sprang into action, his movements swift and precise. With a calm breath, he notched several arrows to his bowstring and released them in a deadly volley. Each one streaked through the air toward the Eye of Vishen. His dread ambush struck true, the arrows embedding into the dragon's tough scales, causing it to roar in pain and fury. Syndaria followed next, her hands crackling with genetic energy. She unleashed a torrent of arcane power, her eldritch blast arcing towards the Hand of Vishen with unerring accuracy. The magical energy struck the towering genie-like figure, causing it to stagger back slightly. But the Eye of Vishen was not to be outdone. With a malevolent glint in its eyes, it turned its attention to Syndaria. In an instant, she felt a magical force warp around her, pulling her through space until she was directly in front of the massive dragon. Before she could react, the Eye of Vishen reached out with a clawed hand, its touch radiating a dark, necrotic energy. The harmed touch set searing pain through her body, nearly killing her in an instant. Syndaria crumpled to the ground, teetering on the edge of unconsciousness, her life hanging by a thread. Brit, seeing Syndaria's plight, roared in anger and charged forward. With a mighty swing of her hammer of thunderbolts, she struck at the Hand of Vishen, her blows fueled by righteous fury. Each impact sent shockwaves through the air, causing the ground to tremble beneath her feet. The hand of Vishen retaliated, summoning elemental forces to its aid. It called forth a whirlwind of fire and wind, the combined elements lashing out at the party. The flames scorched their skin, and the powerful gusts threatened to knock them off their feet. Cronus, undeterred, stepped forward with his blade of Zariel held high. He moved with grace and precision of a seasoned warrior, his blade flashing as he struck at the eye of Vishen. Each swing was calculated, aiming for the weak points in the dragon's armor-like scales. Kaelin, in her mighty giant ape form, roared with primal fury as she joined the fray. Spotting the hand of Vishen, she grabbed enormous boulders from the island's surface and hurled them with an incredible force towards the towering genie-like figure. The massive stones struck their target with thunderous impacts, causing the hand of Vishen to reel back under the assault. Cartwell, always quick on his feet, darted in and out of melee range, his scimitar slashing at the hand of Vishen. His agile movements made him a difficult target to hit, and his strikes were quick and precise. Finally, Vulcan stepped forward, activating the Shield of Vulcan the Black. A protective barrier enveloped the party, its dark energy absorbing some of the damage from the hand of Vishen's elemental attacks. With his other hand, he unleashed a powerful spell, aiming to weaken their formidable foes. Cartwell, moving with unparalleled speed and precision, darted through the battlefield, his scimitar gleaming as he launched a series of rapid strikes against the hand of Vishen. Each blow found its mark, exploiting weakness in the genie's defenses. With a final devastating slash, Cartwell felled the hand of Vishen, its massive form collapsing to the ground with a thunderous crash. However, the battle was far from over. The eye of Vishen, enraged by the loss of its ally, roared with fury. Its eyes crackled with arcane power as it reared back and unleashed arcs of lightning. The bolts of electric energy danced through the air, striking multiple members of the Syndicate with searing intensity. The island echoed with the sounds of crackling electricity and the pained cries of the party. Saber, caught in the onslaught, gritted his teeth and fired another volley of arrows, aiming for the dragon's vulnerable spots. Cindaria, still weakened but determined, summoned her remaining strength to unleash more eldritch blasts, each one searing into the eye's scales. Brit charged forward with her hammer, its thunderous strikes echoing through its chaotic battlefield. Vulcan's shield absorbed some of the lightning's force, protecting those nearest to him. Kaelin, in her giant ape form, continued to hurl boulders at the eye, each one striking with bone-jarring force. The combined might of their attacks began to show, with cracks and scorches marring the dragon's once impenetrable scales. The eye of Vishen roared again, this time with a note of desperation. It opened its maw wide, gathering energy for another devastating lightning breath. But before it could release the deadly arc, Cronus finally reached the dragon. With his blade of Zariel gleaming in his hands, he leapt forward, slashing at the beast with all of his might. Cronus's blade struck true, cutting deep into the eye's flesh. The dragon recoiled, its roar now one of pain and fury. Lightning still crackled around its body, but the intensity of its attacks waned. Cronus pressed the advantage, his strikes relentless and unyielding. The rest of the Syndicate rallied behind him, their coordinated efforts pushing the eye of Vishen closer to defeat. The finale of the battle unfolded with an electrifying intensity. Each member of the Syndicate knew this was their moment to strike with all they had left. Cartwell, channeling a divine power within him, transformed into a radiant angel. His wings of light spread wide as he ascended into the air, his scimitar now gleaming with celestial energy. With a mighty flap of his wings, Cartwheel soared towards the eye of Vishen, his radiant form cut through the smoky air, a beacon of hope and justice. He raised his scimitar, which now shimmered with a divine light, and brought it down in a powerful arc, slashing across the dragon's scaled hide. The eye recoiled, the celestial blade leaving a searing wound. Saber, finding his mark, unleashed a deadly volley of arrows that pierced the dragon's weakened defenses. Each arrow struck true, embedding deep into the eye's flesh. Sindaria, drawing upon her last reserves of power, sent forth a torrent of eldritch energy that crackled and burned against the dragon's scales. It charged forward, her hammer of thunderbolts crackling with energy, and delivered a series of crushing blows. Kaelin, still in her giant ape form, hurled boulders with a tremendous force, each impact causing the dragon to stagger. Vulcan, with a fierce determination, raised his holy avenger and sent a surge of divine light into the eye of Vishen, the radiant energy causing the beast to writhe in agony. The combined might of their attacks overwhelmed the dragon, but the creature still held on, defiant to the end. Then, in a blur of motion, Cronus moved in. His blade of Zario gleamed with a deadly intent as he launched a flurry of strikes, each one precise and powerful. The battlefield seemed to slow as Cronus danced around the dragon, his blade slicing through scales and flesh. With a final, powerful thrust, Cronus drove his sword deep into the eye of Vishen's heart. The dragon let out a final, anguished roar that echoed across the island. Its massive form convulsed, then collapsed to the ground with a resounding crash. The eye of Vishen was defeated. As the dragon lay defeated, the ground beneath the eye of Vishen began to tremble. A radiant blue light emanated from the fissures in the earth, growing brighter and more intense. With a sudden burst, a pool of magical blue energy surged up from the depths, shimmering with otherworldly power. The Syndicate, exhausted but triumphant, gathered around the pool. The vibrant energy danced and swirled within the pool, casting an ethereal glow across the landscape. Each member felt a pull towards the source of this power, an unspoken understanding that this was a gift from the plane itself. One by one, they dipped their magical weapons into the pool, and as they did, each weapon absorbed the mystical energy, transforming them with newfound abilities. The Syndicate stood in awe of their newly empowered weapons, feeling the immense power now at their disposal. The Plane of Island had bestowed upon them a great gift, and with it, they were ready to face any challenge that lay ahead. As the blue energy continued to swirl and glow, they knew that their journey was far from over, but they were stronger and more united than ever before.
Yay.
That's a big game. You know what I messed up?
What's that?
I forgot to write down what it was that I rolled.
I had it wrote down, Randy.
That's brilliant. I knew you were. See, that's why you're the DM.
I actually was going to ask you because I couldn't remember which one you chose because you're like, I rolled this, but do I want that kind of thing?
Yeah.
And it was... Dun, 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 dun.
I thought I wrote it in my bio, but it's not.
Extra damage? Does that sound right? Extra damage D6?
Yes, that's the one.
And it was slashing damage or something? Do you remember the type?
It was for the scimitar.
Yes.
Yep. D6, yeah. 1d6, right?
Yes. That's extra.
And I need to put that on my sheet. Okay, I need to figure out how to get that on there.
Yep, where it says 1d8 damage, and then put plus 1d6.
Got it.
I think I still like mine better.
damage, 1d6,
You
right?
like yours better?
Mm-hmm.
See, Todd got immunity to slashing weapons. Yeah, that's pretty good. That was an incredible roll, though.
Yeah.
I got like a 90
You could have
something. I
got
thought.
immunity to poison damage, and then you've been like, stale, DM.
Mhm.
Your game is sucks.
Mm-hmm. That would have been a big old stale DM.
Yeah, you've been like, whatever. All right, so this episode of the Syndicate will be somewhat different than what we're used to. This one, the party has returned to the Tolarian Academy, where they have been met with a hero's welcome. Statues have been erected outside the academy. I mean, this isn't even your home. You're just visiting this place. They invited you in, gave you their best bedrooms. They gave you a throne room. People were lined up around the corner to talk to the syndicate members themselves. That is our
Yeah.
prologue to
That's where we
chapter
got these
1.
people.
So this is the prologue to chapter 1.
Hey, before we get too deep into this, what does
Yes.
mana mean?
So mana is spell levels. So if you have 3 mana, that is a 1/3 level spell,
Okay.
3 first level spells, or a second and a first level spell, however you want to divide it up.
So if one of those items gives me 3 mana, I just get one extra level 3 spell, if you call it that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right, chapter 1. Syndicate Recruiter. The grand double doors creak open, revealing an awe-inspiring throne room that breathes power and ambition. Tall columns of polished black marble stretch forward toward the vaulted ceiling. Their surface is etched with the delicate silver patterns that catch and play with the torchlight, casting intricate shadows across the stone floor. The air is heavy with the scent of incense and the faint tang of authority, an unspoken testament to the Syndicate's dominion. At the far end of the room, raised on a dais, sits a throne of dark iron, its jagged peaks adorned with gleaming gemstones. The throne itself seems almost alive, absorbing and reflecting the light in a display of raw power. Seated upon it is the Syndicate's enigmatic leader, a figure shrouded in shadow and mystery, her features hidden beneath a hood that seems to devour the surrounding light. Scattered throughout the room are individuals of great significance, each representing a different facet of the Syndicate's intricate network. To the left,
Look at that dude.
Old Tom Cruise.
a lone captain stands tall, his armor marked by the trials of countless battles, eyes scanning the room with a calculated, strategic gaze. His presence is a silent reminder of the Syndicate's martial prowess.
Oh, this
On
guy
the
here.
right, a solitary magic broker, clad in ornate robes, radiates an aura of arcane mastery. Symbols of power glow faintly on his garments, and the air around him crackles with magical energy. His focus is intense, and he is perpetually calculating the balance of mystical forces. Near the center of the room, a distinguished banker in finely tailored attire engages in quiet conversation, his demeanor cool and composed. The clink of expensive wine glasses punctuates his words, each syllable dripping with the weight of financial power and influence. Amid these figures, the Syndicate's minions, wizards, rogues, warriors, and others, move with purpose and precision. Wizards whisper incantations under their breath, rogues' eyes flicker with cautious calculation, and warriors stand ready, their hands never far from their weapons. Each minion is a cog in the Syndicate's vast machine, ever watching and ready to act. A hush falls over the throne room. Eyes turn towards the Syndicate, curiosity and suspicion mingling in the air. The air is filled with palpable sense of anticipation. The weight of 1,000 unspoken promises and threats hang thickly. All right, Syndicate. What are your marching orders?
Well, we had asked the head dude here at the academy about, any information they knew on the other stones, the other, I guess, islands or whatever.
We'll get to that in chapter 10 of tonight's episode.
Okay.
That's like a meeting that's like Wednesday evening. It's set for 7 p.m. and it's like Monday afternoon.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, we've got maps, we've got everything all laid out. We just got to get our last calculations triangulated so you can have the complete and full information. Just like
Awesome.
you ordered, Syndaria.
Excellent. Thank you for getting on that. I am going to get my 3 people and go confer about my wishes and what I want them to do.
All right. You could just write Terry a letter later if that's between you and them.
Yep.
That's fine. There is one thing before you talk to them in private.
You said private.
Syndaria and members of the Syndicate. I have 100 men willing to serve you. We are willing to take forces to the land that you've been gifted and hire and begin construction on your keep. If it be your will.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, the only kicker is I need a down payment of 62,740 gold
And 41 gold.
and a per week cost of 2,112. So that's not too bad. We'll have 315 workers. We will have 99 men at arms, 1 general. Your determined amount of Sin minions there. We will have an architect, 100 stonemasons, and another 100 laborers. That weekly cost is 2,112 gold and 60 silver.
Well, the good thing is we have an accountant right over here.
So I'm hired?
Aldrich?
Yes, the banker.
Man, if he steals 1 gold piece.
Oh, your money's safe in our bank. It's the safest. You'll accrue interest.
You steal 1 piece.
4% APR as negotiated by Syndaria.
Oh, that was 5%, but
It keeps going up every time I talk to her. It goes up another 0.5%. So I need to stop talking.
We're gonna send Britt your way if you fuck around with our money.
We are the most trusted bank in all of Dominaria, sir. Your coin is safe with us.
Love it.
All right, we'll get all the financials set up.
All right, Todd. So did you write that amount down? Or you want me to
Getting
put it
to
in
the
the chat?
page. Yeah, put it in the chat, please.
All right. I got fixed
transfer it
asset
over.
costs, and then we got expense. So
Okay.
Randy probably knows about all those. Fixed asset cost of 62,741, and expense. This is a different account, so you keep your
Okay.
expenses separate from your
Oh, absolutely.
investment costs.
What's the payback on this? Or are we just building a house?
Oh, we're gonna
I'm
have.
guessing the greatest castle that's ever been designed in all of Dungeons and Dragons, and Todd is going to do it.
All right.
How long? How long is it going to take?
Well, the depends on the agreed upon blueprints. So the cost that I'm quoting here, the fixed asset cost, is for a medium castle. So we the time and money all depends on how big. So normally this would take about 2 years for a medium-sized castle.
At 2,000 a week.
Yep.
So 62 is just the material.
That's right, raw material, sir.
Yep.
Hey, DM. Quick
Yes.
question. What is the EXP cost again for your minions?
Your minions they take a tenth of, they get a tenth of whatever you do if they are actively with you.
Okay.
If they are not actively with you, they get like 1/25th of your experience. They don't actually start getting party experience until after 10th level, if the party decides to make them a full member, or after 15th level, period. So you have to either cut them loose by 15 or give them another assignment.
All right. Well, two things. One, this is to Sin and everyone in the group. Do we want to, each person brings one minion with them? I think that's fair, optional if the person wants to. What are your thoughts on that, Sin?
Well, the I guess the group makeup is such that you can bring them with you, but you don't have to bring them adventuring with you. You know, kind of like what Jalen was for Vulcan before he got left at the mansion back in Iceland. You know, so he's just kind of at the camp, and you know, we go out and adventure and come back, and he's there to help, you know, do his thing for whatever it is that you guys do. Or you can send them to the barony and they can hang out there.
Yeah.
You can also, you know, bring them with you adventuring, but then there's the option of, you know, one, it's going to be we're going to have 14 people on the initiative track, and it's just going to really slow everything down to a dead stop pretty much. So we don't really want that.
We need them on call, on demand.
But you can bring them, you know, you could bring 1, 2, or all 3 of them with you if you want to have them in camp.
And Terry, they'd still get a 10th, correct?
If they are near the action and there is risk for them, they will get a 10th. If they are not, if they're sitting in a house nearby, that's 1/25th. If they're actually facing danger, that's 1/10.
Okay. Got it.
So how about this? Can we leave them in the castle that we're building? Have them, like Britt says, we need a source of income on the premises. They can run like a magic shop or a armory or all that kind of stuff, and then we go back and get them when we need them and take them, and then send them back when they're done.
They have no problem staying at the castle and even helping with the construction, but right now it's barren. Like you're building
Yeah.
the first castle city in that area.
Gotcha. And that takes what? You said 2 months?
2 years.
Oh shit! 2 years.
Instant. Jarmiji's instant summons. Whoosh, castle.
Well, can't we just pop up Cartwell's invisible mansion and boom?
Yeah, but
just
nobody
make
can
that
see
That
solid.
would
Yeah.
make life easy.
Just spray paint
I
it.
love it.
Cast permanency, and then let's spray paint the outside of it.
Yeah.
Mordecai's something or other, right?
Magnificent
Okay.
mansion.
Yeah.
DM, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I bring a healer with me, and they
Harit
are
says, "No, Kaylin, I'll protect you. That's what I was made for."
if I bring a healer with us, but they're there if we need them, but they're not like getting whooped on.
Like
Would they
idea,
still
bring
get
the
1/10?
They would get 1/10 if they are on the map of the battle.
Okay.
That's, I guess, the best way I could put it. Like, you can have them in a corner,
If
but
they
there
can be
is
targeted,
there
and
is a
blasted.
risk. There's a risk. If there's
Okay.
not a risk, it's just 125.
Okay.
I like what you're thinking though, Jess. 5
Mhm.
plus 5e, shit.
Yep.
Dying is nothing. You're back up and
Revive and fight the minions. Everybody, it's fight's over.
Lay on your side. I'll be right back.
I'm down for bringing the cleric with us for sure.
I think you have
Healer.
2, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
Let me
Has
see.
2
I think
clerics.
Todd had written it down too, but I've got a page here. Let me look. I have Kira's a druid. I got Amara the cleric and Roland the cleric.
oh, 2 clerics.
Yeah, they're different backgrounds.
Who's got those though?
Amara is following Saber and Roland is following Brit.
Okay.
Now, which one's cooler is what I want.
Britt prefer one.
Well, let's see here. Troy, this is Amara.
Okay.
24, 32, 24. Oh, I'm sorry.
The joys of playing with guys. Okay. Those are the important details.
That's right.
I just got a twirly circle on that one.
She
What's that
is a
doing?
Twilight Domain cleric, Troy. Twilight Domain.
That's Amara?
Yep.
Oh,
And
she's
then-
fairly well endowed DM for an elf.
Yeah, they come all in all shapes and sizes. Let me see, where is Roland hiding? He's on the map
Right-
somewhere.
Right here. Oh no, that's not it. Here it is.
Oh, you found him? There he is. Yep. Okay, so then there's Roland.
No, I'm not feeling him.
Not. If you were feeling him, Troy, I might be worried.
No, I'm just
He's-
not getting good vibes from that guy.
He's a life domain cleric.
Oh my gosh.
His
What am I-
aspiration is to be head pastor in Sin City.
Mhm.
What are my 3 people? One's a bard. I like the Rowan was the one I was gonna like have hang around, but
Eridor's the bard.
Yes,
And he's always got a quick tune for anyone that wants to hear it. He was singing about Vulcan last week.
yep. And we had something for a bard in our list, didn't we? It doesn't matter.
And you also have Rowan and Beatrice.
Yes, exactly. Rowan. Rowan was the killer.
Yeah.
Beatrice was the wizard.
Rowan is a ranger.
Yes, I like that.
Now,
Killer
can
ranger.
we agree as a group?
And Beatrice has a really cute outfit.
What the hell? She looks like she's 12.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that, Randy?
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Ew.
Just kidding. What were you
That
saying, Jeff? Go ahead.
that had all kinds of ick written on it.
Okay, so can we agree as a group though, if we take minions with us and we're using them, and those minions don't learn how to be a good minion and actually do things quickly while we're playing, that we can ex-nay them.
Why don't we just roll with the cleric and then we'll have the little shadow monk hanging around in the background? I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's worked for me. Which one was the shadow monk? Who has that?
Well,
Shadow monk?
I'm invisible right now. You want me to show myself?
No.
I think what Jess is saying is if we have certain
Know your
ones,
shit.
yeah, and if we have certain ones that people are like spending 10, 15 minutes trying to figure out what their dude does, those
Yeah.
guys need to go.
Which is me and Scott. Where's Scott? Is
No.
Scott on here?
No,
Scott.
he's
Oh, he's
away. But no, like the one night it took an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to take a roll. Like in between rolls the one night. And I don't want to add more people to the roll track. And then we're like, well, I don't know what they got to do. Hold on, give me 10 minutes to figure it out. And then it's even
I feel
longer to play the game. That's my only concern.
I mean, I give him all macros, and when in doubt, just hit a button, and that's what he does. Boom.
Hey, that's interesting, actually.
Yep, and just pick a button and be like, oh, that's what I do. Tides of Chaos.
Yep.
Can you do that? If somebody shows me how to do that, I'll do that.
Click on any of them, you
He's
should
like,
see.
I'll just push buttons.
Yeah, literally. That's what I'll do.
If you
So
click on their
Eridar, Rowan, or Beatrice.
Okay, I got rolling. Clicking on rolling.
Okay, do you see some buttons
Oh,
on
yeah.
the top?
Oh, shit,
Click
the
one.
buttons are there.
Click one.
I'm going to do this one. This is what I do.
Natural, no, Mountain Born. All right. At Natural Explorer Grassland. All right. Good job, Cartwell.
Oh, I see. I see.
She explores. She explores.
I understand now. I got you.
She spends
See,
her
it's
round
gonna take-
exploring. No take backs.
Jess, it
Right,
might,
Jess? Nope, she
it might take me
explores.
a little
on to the
more than
next.
30 seconds. It might take me a whole minute to read through the list, but I'll try to get it done in less than a minute.
Okay.
I like it. That's funny. All of them have that, though? Ian?
Explorers.
The ones that you control. I don't
Yes.
think you could see the other ones.
All right, that's what I'm doing. Now, I don't know shit about what they do, but I'm just going to click these buttons. There we go. See, I did a number. What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Hunter's Mark.
Bam! I hit it for 3. Take that, Hunter's Mark.
Yep. So if I shoot an arrow, it does 3 more damage.
Oh, okay. So I got to learn what this stuff is. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And Terry,
That's
the
what Jess.
EXP is out of your own personal pool, correct?
It is a fraction of what you earn. It does not
Mhm.
affect the party's experience.
Excellent. So if all these guys have 3 heroes apiece, I should pass them.
Look at Cronus thinking about himself. I love it.
DM, I'm only gonna have 1 back at the ranch. This artificer.
Give them the rest their walking papers or what?
I don't know.
No,
We
no,
got so
no.
many fighters.
Have them make money at the castle.
You like Yasmin. Nice choice, Troy. Nice choice.
Yeah. If I'd gotten a monk or a
I'm
barbarian,
not saying that Troy selects a certain type of person, but that was his choice.
yes.
Of course
Then I
it
find
was.
out he's
Yeah.
working for Sin behind my back.
That's funny. Who is the
Syndicate
person?
recruiter,
Exactly. Who was before Britt? I forgot that dude's name.
Jalen.
Jalen. What happened to Jalen?
He died of old age.
He
Mhm.
died of. Oh, okay.
He was back at. You remember the ice cave and the dragon and the
Yeah, we left him at.
and we
Carlos'
left him
house,
at
if I remember.
we left him at the house there. I think Vulcan
He's probably still there.
Vulcan bought a house or something, and
That was 4,000 years ago, Randy.
yep.
So are we bringing Amara and the Shadow Monk or what?
Who you asking?
The group.
I'm bringing all my shit. No, not the bard. I'm gonna leave the. Well, I'm gonna leave the bard so he can make songs of Cronus and.
You bringing
and
a
Vulcan.
couple with you?
All 3. He's not
Oh,
gonna
wow.
do shit, but they're gonna walk along behind us.
They're gonna hurt
Outside
the
of-
EXP, Randy.
No. They're going to be outside of EXP range.
It
Because
doesn't
you never
affect
know
your
when you need a
EXP.
bard.
It doesn't affect your EXP. Told you that like 4 times now.
Yep.
Damn, even better.
You still get 100. If you got 100 XP, you still get 100. They just only get 10.
Yeah, makes sense.
But you still get the 100. It's not like you get 90 and they get 10.
Oh, DM, you didn't tell me that.
Yes,
four
that's what I've been
times.
saying. That's what I've been saying.
Hold on a second.
Man,
Now he's got to
Wow.
rethink this.
Yeah, no shit. Why don't we just fucking bring all of them then? I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're not exactly. Now
How
the
many
only reason
300
not
gold
to bring
piece
them is what Jess
diamonds do we
says.
got? How many 300 gold piece diamonds do we got?
Do we have to pay for them to come with us?
No,
No.
but when they die and you want to revivify them, it's
Oh,
300
right.
gold every time.
No, I'll find somebody
If
else.
they die,
Hey,
they're out.
Caitlin.
They obviously failed as their mission as a minion.
Oh, nice. That sounds like a hick.
Die,
That
you're
sounds
done.
like something Shannon would say.
That's the way
Hey,
it
Caitlin.
Why'd you die?
If you die,
was a
you're
breath weapon.
unworthy. That's
There
all
was
it
a breath
is.
weapon from a level 30.
You should have watched out for that.
You're unworthy then. You weren't smart enough
I
to
told
get
you
out
to
of the way.
stand in the aura. And you're like, everything in the aura got smoked.
I told you to stand back. Stay outside of the circle.
DM,
Monks
you're
are
being
healers,
too
aren't
soft.
they?
No,
Too
soft.
soft.
they can heal a little, but they're mostly hand-to-hand combat. But they have stunning attacks and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Kaylin, you want to trade that monk or barbarian?
I like this. This has got. Oh man, look at that.
We're gonna be swapping like
I'd
Magic
Why do
say
you
give
want
me
my
Gathering
one.
monk
cards.
or barbarian?
Huh?
He swears
He's-
his loyalty to Troy instead. Now he's like, I didn't come for you.
It's like the Beatles. If you think of it, Troy's like the Beatles.
But I don't
and,
like you. I like that one.
Yeah,
I'd like
she
the
like he likes.
barbarian or
They
the
like
monk.
Ringo. They don't like Paul McCartney. They like
Oh,
Ringo. So
that's
they're like, we'll
funny.
I
follow
got a
Ringo.
druid over here, Kaylin.
I
So
have
who-
a druid over here.
Who are these people? Oh, I see. Tariq. That's
I will
Caitlin's?
give you two of my druids for one of your monks.
You just switching around like
There you
magic
gave me-
cards.
There, you gave me weak followers except for the artist.
Well, you don't need followers.
That's,
I know,
That's
I
that's
gave
why
you
exactly
the
right.
the only artificer follows you, Troy.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
that's
the
funny.
only artificer.
Okay, I got one question for the group. We now have a bard in the group. He can be my thought here is to have him be the group bard. So his whole job is to like write songs about the entire group, and like he goes around once a day and finds out what's going on with each one, and he just writes songs and tales and stuff about every person in the group. Is that cool?
Perfect.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah. So if you want a song or you want some sort of legend started about you, just tell the bard. He gets no EXP. He's gonna be way far back. Well, I don't know. Let me see what he can do. Hold on.
Well, he'll still get 1/25th of the XP.
Oh, okay. There you go. He's got thunderclap. He's gonna be thunderclapping the shit out of stuff, or he's gonna do vicious monkey. He's got vicious monkey too.
He vicious mockery.
Oh yeah, vicious mockery. My bad.
Monkey.
Vicious monkey. Like he carries it with him and throws it at people. Get him!
Oh, that's funny. I thought it was monkey. It worked better as monkey. Bang.
Yeah.
Can that be a druid thing?
Vicious
Druid have
monkey.
vicious monkeys.
Yeah, you summoned
Love it.
cows and dropped them on the giant. This summoned like 100 monkeys.
It's like Planet of the Apes.
That sounds like a monk move.
All right. What's
Drunken
next? Where are we
monkey.
headed? What are we doing?
Trey, what's this benefit of the Shadow Kai Druid?
Shadow Kai are the opposite of the Landrin. So if you are familiar with Matt Mercer's world, it's
No.
the Shadow Kai Shadow Elves.
Hmm.
You can read about them if you pull them up in the compendium.
Yes. Terry's a big Matt Mercer fan.
He's all right. He's just got the voices. I can't do all the voices he could do. In the heart of Beatles battles fierce and grand stands a leader with a steady hand. Carwell brave and wise, our guiding light. In the darkest hour he shines so bright. O Cardwell, the wise, the true, with every choice you lead us through. In your wisdom we find our way through night to the break of day.
Nice, DM.
Oh, I got more.
All right. How many heroes we bringing with us on the road, ready for combat? Anyone?
On the road, ready for combat? Well,
Yep.
why don't we line them up? Go sit in your chair,
Oh, Lord.
put the people you're bringing with in front
I
of
got
you,
mine
and
lined
the
up
person,
already.
the people that
Yeah,
you're not
Terry
bringing
just-
with you off to the side. So Vulcan's
Terry just
got,
ruined my idea. He's like, they follow only you. I was ready to grab me a barbarian.
You're not having my people, dude. Keep your hands off.
I was gonna make her my girlfriend.
Don't
You
be
want
giving my
Ingrid?
girls the eyeballs
Oh,
or
yeah.
nothing.
that's Ingrid.
Sweet baby
Mhm.
Jesus. Now that's a barbarian.
You just leave Ingrid alone. And
I
all
like,
of
I like my
everything to go
barbarian,
with her.
Sable.
You can't
I didn't
find her.
see
now.
her again.
There we go.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, Todd got a couple cute ones. Hazel too.
Yeah, jeez. Thanks, Terry. I get the stinky, smelly dwarf.
Your might and prowess in battle makes you worthy to follow.
Yeah. You're a cousin of Boomer, aren't you?
Yeah, he's my great,
Oh,
great,
please,
great
let's hope
uncle.
not.
He spoke so highly of the great
Like,
Cronus
please.
and how he used to pummel Vulcan up one side, down the other.
I knew you were Boomer's long lost cousin. Jess is like, for the love of God, please no. All right, Randy, you're bringing all three with you on the road. I like it.
I can't wait till you work into the
Terry can't wait
plane
for
of mountain.
let the bodies hit the floor.
So this row up here, Bub, is not coming, and you're bringing
Yeah.
Mei Ling.
That row is staying, yep. I sent it to you in the chat.
Yep.
We got Batman, Robin, and Nightwing. Batman, Brit, Robin, Vulcan, and Nightwing is Mei Ling. All right.
Dirty little barbarian, you keep your ass home.
I am a good dwarf. I can build shit too. I can be a stonemason.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go.
Take a bath.
It's not
Dude,
that
I'm
time
just-
of the month yet.
DM, I'm bringing the artificer.
All right. You can't have Kira, Troy.
No, I couldn't dream of it. Let's see, my artificer. What the hell? What kind of armor class you giving me? Jesus.
It's yours divided by 3.
All right.
All right. And
Obviously,
so
there's sheets in here. Yeah, boy.
that is settled. You do have access to their sheets in the
Character list.
yeah, the character in the journal list. So if you go down journal and characters, there's a folder called Sin Minions,
Yep.
and you should be able to see the 3 that have
Asher,
Call
Sable,
them
and Hazel. Yep.
call themselves to your That dwarf Troy, I love it.
Yes, he gave me a filthy, dirty dwarf.
All right. Any last marching orders? As everybody picks their crew, the one that will travel with them, and the ones that will stay behind to help with the castle.
I'm taking all mine.
Yep, I heard it. Yep.
You can always send them back, right?
Now they cannot teleport, so sending them back is kind of loosely phrased when you're like, we're 1,500 miles across the ocean.
Yep.
Yeah, but I can travel by tree. So if we go to our land and see a tree, I can mark that one as a
You're just going to tell them, you're going to grab them by the shoulders, you're going to turn them around, and you're going to give a big boot, and they're going to go in a tree and come out on the other side.
Yep.
And you're
There you go.
slam the door shut. You're like, stay there.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
You're not helping or working, you need to go.
Maybe Sin persuades Saber, since he's not here, to bring his cleric.
We do need a cleric because
He's going to want to bring at least one. So
we used to have one, but I don't know what happened to it. Like he was purple.
And then he turned into a fighter.
I know, he was like the best cleric ever, and he relinquished his power. He forsought his deity.
What do you want a cleric for?
So I can live.
I'm down with some healing.
Yeah.
Don't all of us regenerate?
30 damage.
Oh, say it again.
He's a 6th level cleric. He's going to be able to heal you for about 30 total damage.
Oh shit. He needs some EXP.
He'll get EXP for at the castle, just like while I'm gone.
Yes. All right. I'm done with that.
Yeah, he's only got like 30 hit points, man. He's not going to be very much help to us. And then he's going to run in and heal you for 30.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
No. Right. He's the head priest at the castle.
Yeah. DM, I got a question on the stuff that we got. It says 10 hit points. Is that 10 hit points per rest, or how does that work?
It means you'll have a temporary plus 10 hit points while you wear that item.
Okay, temporary plus 10 while you... Okay, gotcha.
So these ones up here are the ones that are staying?
Yep, starting at Kira, going through Rosalind.
Oh, man.
Any of them that are going with you are going to be by you.
Yep, that's what I did.
I'm the only one bringing somebody.
No, I'm bringing somebody. I just don't think we need another druid. Or
let me defend you.
That's why I have a barbarian. I'm good.
You're not going to be able to hit anything.
That guy...
Stay on the map somehow, because you're not going to hit anything.
Yeah. That guy's name is Ripples, isn't it?
Ripples.
Mr. Veins.
Rampage Jackson.
Saber, bring your cleric.
Where's Vulcan
Okay.
in the list? Okay, so Vulcan,
Yes,
you're going to
Lord
bring
Cronus,
Ming Ling?
as you will. As you will, my lord.
That boy.
Got you. All right.
Is
Yeah,
Saber
but if he
gonna
fights-
heal us, though?
Nope.
I would feel better with Britt bringing a healer
I'm usually
than I
at the
would with
corner
Saber.
of the map, and she could stand there and heal me.
Yeah.
And then bless me.
Yeah.
Britt gets to
Britt,
bring
Yeah.
some people,
I
right?
think she's perfect for Scott, to be honest.
No healing around. I can bless you, and I can give you assistance with guidance. I've been adventuring with you guys for 2 years now. You never once came over to me and go, heal me, heal me.
How do I make Shannon louder so I can hear what he's saying?
Just
Yeah.
bless him a couple times.
I
Right.
can't hear him.
Right click
And,
on his name in Discord.
Yeah,
And
there's
there's
a
a volume
volume.
slider.
Oh, there we
I've
go.
got him
User
maxed
volume.
out, so I hear him good.
Sweet. All right. Bob,
I have
I
them maxed out,
apologize.
and I
I couldn't
still
hear what
can't.
you said.
I'm telling you that the 6th level cleric ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Oh, okay.
He can cast 1 3rd level spell a day. He can't do greater restoration. He can't do anything.
Do I have him?
Like Britt said, when she was that level around you guys, all she did is cast bless spell and hide in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're not gonna run in and save somebody with 30 hit points yourself and heal somebody for 6 with a cure light wounds. We're
Yeah.
level
DM, you'll just
25.
have to let Scott pick who he wants to bring then.
Yeah.
He may decide.
Okay, so I will think of the most ridiculous one he would bring.
No,
Probably
DM.
that's
That one
probably
big
who he'll choose.
Ripple. He'll bring Ripple.
Ripple, don't follow him. He wants Galen.
As Caitlin was saying, when we launch the map, we're going to be surrounded by monsters. They're going to hit us with the AoE for 50 damage.
And
And
kill
any
all
All
of
of
them.
them.
standing with this is going to be dead.
Yeah, it's going to be instantaneous.
Yeah,
And it's only 300 gold piece diamond to cast Revivify.
correct. If you have that, the 6th level cleric doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
No, here's my thinking with bringing a cleric: is that Britt's probably not going to feel like healing up our little followers.
Oh, so you're saying heal the followers?
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
not going to survive hits. We've already seen what the enemy does 100 damage around.
Dude, if a cleric is standing in the back, I think he'll be fine.
Oh, so
Look
just
properly.
keep them way out of the.
That looks like if it's a dungeon, yeah, but if it's the last island we've been on, bro, they're out.
I mean,
They're gonna that breath
they're
weapon.
going to die no matter what. But they're going to go up a hell of a lot faster doing this way than 125th.
Probably. Terry, there's 2 Tariqs out on the board too, by the way.
Oh, I'm so
Is
good. I
there?
I just duplicated myself. Never mind him.
Where
2
do you
Elijahs
see?
too.
2 what?
2 Elijahs too.
Why do you guys keep duplicating them?
Now are we
That
going
was
out
me,
to-
Terry. I pulled them out.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no
Are we
problem.
going out to the fortress to set it up, or are we going to start an adventure?
They can go with Captain Gareth Ironheart, and he will lead them out there. There is a teleportation portal here at the Tolarian Academy that he can use. And basically, he plans on getting, once the funds are transferred, begin raw materials and the construction, and anyone that's there with me will begin somehow working, whether it's providing for the other people at the castle grounds or helping with the construction. Everybody will have a role. That's what Gareth says.
Make it happen, mother sucker.
I don't see the other Tariq, but
He already got rid of them.
okay.
All right, so you get single file line.
It's
And
already
start
there.
walking this way. Follow me. Yep, don't get out of order. Right there, thank you.
Balkan, is Mei Ling part of Brit?
May Lane works for me.
For you? Okay, sweet.
Yeah, she's a silent service though, because
Exactly.
You won't
DM,
see
how many
me.
sets of armor will all this armor make, by the way? I'm
Yeah.
just curious.
as Jess was saying out of
How
game,
much?
she didn't want to slow the campaign down by having all these characters on the screen.
Yeah.
Mei Ling has been ordered to stay silent because the DM will play every one of your characters for 30 minutes before it gets to be your turn.
Yep.
Just to punish you. What was your question, Troy?
How many different suits of armor are we looking at here?
For you?
No, for all the different ones that you have, all these pieces. Like
There's
10?
one pieces. Oh, so I've got
There's
information in the journal, and it talks about under rules, piecemeal armor. And there are helm, breastplate, fan braces, bracer, gauntlets, greaves, and boots.
Yep. And how many sets will that make, though, total is what I'm getting at. Is it one for...
right now we've got parts of 13 different sets.
Okay, cool. Sin, I'm asking just because I was just curious
Oh yeah.
if any of the hero followers could benefit.
Yeah, that's
All
like
right.
putting God armor on level 6s.
Cool.
All right.
Well, that might make them live a little longer.
Right, exactly.
Hey, Lynn, you got to at least go out to the fortress then to link up with the plant, right?
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta link up with a tree.
I'm definitely going out there for that.
Yep.
Well, we've got until Wednesday at 7 p.m. for the meeting.
Sweet. So we can make that happen easy then. How far is the fortress?
Todd, what classes are you?
I will show you on the map. Hold on. All right. So, Randy, you are here. Let me know if you can see my ping.
Is this a Tolarian Academy?
Yep. And your land that you own is here. I don't know if you can see that.
That's not too bad. Was it 5
That's
feet
not-
per?
Yeah, 5 feet, right? Huh? Let me see. I think I've got it to scale. It
Oh,
is
that's
2,200 miles away.
That's Los Angeles to New York.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, right?
Oh, that only lasts one round. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for then.
Nice.
Oh, in here somewhere.
That's awesome.
Damn, how long does it take us to get out there?
They give you so they have a teleportation portal out to the southern edge of Denawa. So let me show you. If we go here, we can hit this teleportation portal right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. You might not be panned out far enough.
I can see it.
Out in the garden of the Syndicate. If we hit that, we will be...
Going through with Kaylin at least.
Okay.
Taking my crew with me.
It is
Yep.
undeveloped land, Shannon. I don't even have a map made for it other than the world map.
Good. We want to touch the flower. We want to touch a tree. Actually, one that we're going to dictate is never going to be touched.
Okay, so then the Captain at Arms 99 soldiers and then the Sin minions are going to step through with you.
Yeah, my guys, yeah.
Okay, we got a supply route we're setting up with the banker to have the raw materials delivered next Tuesday. Meanwhile, we'll be excavating the land.
Good. We got to find the most special tree that we want to. The Kaylin says this is the tree, and then we're going to tell all you guys to make a fortress around it, basically protect it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Like put the fortress around the tree. Yep, that's brilliant.
Now, to activate the transport, Kaylin, you have to, I think, activate it, right? It's not always an open portal.
Right.
Okay. It's just you have to say, I'm opening this tree portal to Denawa.
Oh, hold on. Let me check.
All right, and like you said, if you were joking, when she pushes them through with their boot, they're going to fall right out into the fortress lobby.
Yep.
Yes, and there's no other artificers in the group. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, basically the teleportation portal, you just have to have the keyword to get to Denawa. So right now it's Awanad, but you can change the password if you want because now you legally own this area. But it poops you out right here on the lower hexagon of the area that you control.
And not every teleportation circle in the city is going to lead here, though, or it would.
This, yeah. So this is a. They set up a teleportation portal here, in this corner. So it's barren, but there's a little like cleared area with like a
Yeah,
some
but if I'm
ceramic
aping out,
stairs, yeah, and a little like couple of 4 pillars.
I'm over here in Apen and I want to use their teleportation circle. Does it link up here automatically?
If they can, let me see. Hold on, I got rules on teleportation portals. Hold on.
There's some cool stuff out there for like Pathfinder. If you like
Mm.
cast create demo plane and
Teleport.
yeah.
So it follows. Hold on. I'll post it in the chat. It is a spell that you have to cast. I'll post it. Hold on.
How are you guys for having our portal password be Kalen's surname, Nilo?
Sounds good.
Man, Nyla was good. It's gonna be hard to remember. D's nuts is a little easier to remember.
Okay, if you're gonna be an angel, Randy, you gotta play angel like.
Oh,
These nuts is not angelic.
Paint Randy, I love it. Turned into an angel when you, I think you had left.
I didn't know that.
No, after Kalen had left. That last fight, you were like, I turned into a planetar.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep, it's like you sprouted wings.
Okay, so we got that set up.
Yep.
And then Sin's already taking care of the money end of it, I presume.
Yep.
That's a question I have. Sin, do we have like basically kind of sort of, I don't want to say unlimited funds, but we got a
Not
lot?
anymore.
Not
Used to.
anymore. We used to.
Okay.
Now
Every
we've
time
only got
DM
about 40,000 left.
Okay. All right.
Every time
But
DM teleports us to a new realm, our money goes to 0.
yep.
Shit. So we got to spend what we have now because I could use a spell or two.
But we have a bunch of stuff that we can sell,
Okay. All right.
but we just haven't been anywhere to sell it.
Hey, that's what I'm for.
The old dude with the beard.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Hey, you're looking for illusionist gauntlets or illusionist bracers.
Yes. I've got a good lead too, and I think in chapter 4,
You'll find them.
I might find them.
All right.
Hey, DM, just so it's clear, I bought the official Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck a couple weeks ago, and I have it right here in my hands.
The official one.
The official one. Yep.
Have you been
Playing with
taking
the
cards out of
official
it?
deck?
I have barely opened it, and
I think Troy took 3 pulls, and 2 of them were severely evil. He had enmity with Zario. He went in a berserk rage and like murdered the gypsy. And
Damn,
then,
that was fun.
out of
Yeah.
the tarot deck,
yeah.
I thought it was a deck of many things that did that.
Oh yeah. Deck many things. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
meant.
I don't have the deck of many things yet.
Yet, he says.
I just got regular old tarot deck. They're hard to shuffle.
Yeah, they're not normal size
Uh-uh.
cards.
Extra long, just like me.
All right. You all return to the Talarian Academy, and your pupils like follow you around. You begin your day's work, and that quickly comes into night.
Whispers of the Muse.
Chapter 2, buyback 5. You may pay. I don't even know what that means.
All right, everybody kind of goes about their business, and night comes upon you. Again, you guys are given the best chamber suites in the house, each to your own.
Awesome.
Kalen, you're kind of don't feel like staying in the castle. You want to go out into a more natural setting. You feel more comfortable in nature.
Okay. I could take a stroll around the grounds.
Yeah. As you
Yeah,
do,
you little rascal. You're going to have her run around the woods naked.
none of you will see.
In bear form, all nice and fuzzy.
As a giant gorilla.
Exactly. There you go. I know I'm
Just so
Terry's
you
mind
don't
blown.
like it, then just so you don't like it, Troy, she's going to be a male gorilla.
Oh, that's awesome.
Chapter
That
2.
would be weird.
Should be a female gorilla, giant gorilla in lingerie.
Yeah.
Ew.
And any of the guys as you teabag. So you hold them down, and you rest a certain part in a certain on their forehead.
After you hit him with a boulder.
The wilderness stretches out beneath a canopy of stars. The pale glow of the moon casting a silvery light over the landscape. Tall trees with gnarled branches reach skyward, their leaves whispering softly in the gentle night breeze. The air is cool and crisp, filled with the earthly scent of moss and pine, mingling with the distant sound of a flowing stream. Amid this tranquil scene, on a bed of soft grass and fallen leaves, lies Kaelin, a beautiful elven druid. Her slender form is draped in simple yet elegant robes of green and brown, blending seamlessly with the natural surroundings. Her long brown hair fans out beneath her head like a halo, shimmering faintly in the moonlight. Kaelin's features are serene, her delicate face relaxed in the embrace of sleep. A few feet away, a gentle owl hoots softly from its perch, its large, curious eyes reflecting the moon's glow. Nearby, nocturnal creatures rustle in the underbrush, their movements barely perceptible in the stillness of the night. The wilderness seems to hold its breath as if respecting the peaceful slumber of the druid. As the night deepens, the moon climbs higher into the sky, its light glowing more ethereal and otherworldly. Kaelin's breathing slows, each breath a soft whisper against the silence. Her eyes flutter briefly, and a faint smile graces her lips as she drifts further into her dreams. The world around her fades, replaced by vibrant hues and enchanting melodies of the dream realm. Kaelin, as you drift deeper into your slumber, you find yourself transported into a vivid dreamscape, enveloped by the supreme majesty of an ancient forest. The air is crisp with the scent of pine and earth, and a gentle breeze whispers through the canopy of towering trees. Before you, atop a colossal tree stump that seems to stretch endlessly into the sky, you see a panorama of natural wonder. The stump itself is massive, its weathered surface adorned with intricate patterns of moss and lichen, resembling a tapestry woven by nature's hand. Tiny mushrooms dot its surface, their vibrant caps adding splashes of color against the backdrop of green and brown. Beyond the stump, a forest unfolds in layers of emerald foliage and dappled sunlight. Towering oak and cedar trees rise like ancient sentinels, their branches reaching skyward in a canopy that filters the sunlight into golden shafts of warmth. Birds flit among the branches, their songs blending harmoniously with the rustling leaves and the distant murmur of a babbling brook. Sunlight filters through the gaps in the canopy, creating patches of light and shadow that dance upon the forest floor. Wildflowers of every hue carpet the ground, painting the landscape with a riot of colors. Violets, daisies, and delicate bluebells nodding gently in the breeze. In the distance, the forest seems to stretch endlessly, beckoning you to explore its mysteries and lose yourself in its timeless beauty. The dream feels vivid and real, each detail sharply etched, as if painted by a master artist's brush, inviting you to immerse yourself fully in the tranquil haven of the mind. As you gaze upon the majestic scene of the forest from atop the colossal tree stump, a sense of peace washes over you. Suddenly, a figure appears.
Oh man, it's Lady Vulcan.
A radiant angel with light red hair, hovering gracefully around the stump. Her presence is ethereal, her wings unfurled in shimmering hues of gold and silver, catching the sunlight and casting a gentle glow around her. Her eyes, pools of wisdom and compassion, meet yours with a serene intensity that seems to penetrate your very soul. The angel's flowing robes billow softly in the breeze, adorned with intricate patterns that seem to shimmer with their own inner light. Her expression is serene, yet filled with a depth of understanding, as if she knows the secrets of the forest and the dreamscape that surrounds you. She hovers silently for a moment, her presence imbuing the air with a sense of tranquility and reverence. The forest seems to hush in her presence, the bird song softening to a gentle melody that harmonizes with the rustling leaf. With a graceful gesture, the angel extends a hand towards you, a silent invitation to embrace the wonder and serenity of this magical realm. As the angel hovers gracefully around the ancient tree stumps, her presence fills the forest with a palpable sense of peace. When she speaks, her voice is angelic and beautiful, resonating like earthly melodies.
Alrighty.
And she says, in nature's embrace, where branches sway, I, the keeper of celestial lore, unveil the prophecy in timeless way, where echoes of destinies evermore. O Kaelin, daughter of the ancient glen, bearer of autumn willows, hallowed flame, in the tapestry of time where destinies blend, hearken now to your sacred name. 5 sisters fair in harmony once dwelled, guardian of the world's tree, verdant's might. Yet shadows fell, and tales of sorrow swelled, leaving echoes fading in twilight's light. 1,000 years have passed in silent plea, as you wandered lost in temporal sigh. Now the fate of realms rests be upon thee, to mend the tree before the darkness nigh. Through the ages its essence ebbed away, leaving barren lands and hearts stained with woe. As savage beasts roam and souls turn astray, in its plight lies the world's fading glow. Thus spoke Autumn Willow in days of yore, her wisdom echoing through the sacred grove. passing her flame to sisters 5 and 4 in the dance of life, in the dance of love. Yet now the tree stands, its silent lament, its branches withered, its roots entwined with blight, beckoning you forth in this hour heaven sent to restore its vigor in sacred light. In the language of stars, where destinies align, the world tree calls in silent plea. Wild its roots entangled with the sins of the speaker, beckoning you forth to set it free. For within its boughs lies the essence of life, a melody of hope in darkness's reign. Unravel its song, let love's banner rise, and mend the tree in autumn's refrain. Plain speak I, in the whispers of dawn's first forest, as your spirit stirs with purpose new, in your hands the fate of realms rest, to mend the tree in the light of truth. O Kaelin, dear child, heed this riddle. Within these lines a truth does lie. Seek the answer within it hides, and find the culprit of the past decry. All right, Kaelin. I am going to unlock a journal for your eyes only.
Okay.
And it is called Whispers of the Muse. In the poem, it will tell you, hidden in the poem is the location of the world tree and also who has damaged the world tree. If, before the end of this night, you can tell me the location of the world tree and who is the culprit that has damaged it, I will give you 5 inspiration.
Okay.
All right. And then, Kaelin, you peacefully fall back to sleep. Do you see the journal?
Don't.
Okay, it should say Whispers of the Muse.
Yep, there it is. At the very top, it just popped up. Okay.
Awesome. It's a puzzle for you.
Okay.
Alrighty. As she ponders that for a moment, falls back to sleep, the DM takes a potty break. I'll be right back.
All right.
What happened?
He went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Chapter 3.
Yep.
Did we roll for initiative yet?
No.
Oh,
I'm guessing this week, Randy, there's not going to be a lot of fighting. It's going to be getting information and working up what's going to happen, and then getting ready to head out. I mean, we might get into a tussle at the end of the evening, but I
like
think
tussles.
he's planned this to disseminate some information so that we know what we're doing next.
Gotcha. As long as I get to pull some hair, I'm good. FYI, I got my character sheet to show up with blue numbers now.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's right. It seems right, but
Dude, that means that you're actually augmented.
Randy
And my
just
armor-
leveled up in roll 20.
my armor class actually reflects what the real instead of where I was. It actually I don't have to add it in my head every time anymore.
Solved yet, Kaylin?
No, not yet.
No, I made it hard, so we'll see.
I got some ideas, but
Hold on, what is it? I'll put into Claude.
Oh
get
no!
the
Don't
AI
you do
to
it!
solve it.
Don't you do it! All right,
I wasn't here, so I didn't hear it anyway.
Randy, how you doing?
Man, I'm living the dream. How about you?
Awesome, good. You are approached by the headmaster of the Tolarian Academy, Baron, and he asks if you will teach a class on blade singing.
Oh yes, absolutely.
1 hour lecture, and he will pay you 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Yep, no problem.
All right, Teaching of the Archaics, Chapter 3.
That's not fair, DM.
What?
I get a riddle to solve, and he just has to go teach a class.
No, it's paid.
It's gonna have Voldemort in it for sure.
Okay.
All righty.
Jess, you and Todd are the puzzle solvers.
They don't like that. They don't like that responsibility.
There you go.
That's a hard one, Jess. I try to make it hard, so hopefully you don't just go, "Oh, here's the answer," and you're right. And I'm like, "Oh my
No,
God."
no, it's gonna take some thinking.
Oh, what's this? Yes, my brethren.
All right, Randy, what do you lecture on, buddy?
Blade Song, you said.
All right, so there. I mean, it's full of people, right? They're all there and they're listening.
Yep. I'm going through the ancient art and how it benefits each individual, or at least how it benefits me, and what you can couple it with, and how to actually go from A to B. It's high level because it's this is
You say like
Blade Song
I tried
101.
normal wizardry, and then blade singing's funner, but it hurts more.
It hurts more. Make sure you have a little bit of armor or something on there, and what's it called? What's a shield? A shield spell is key.
Mage armor, yeah.
Yeah.
Get your bracers, get your the grand lecture. Go ahead, Randy.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
The grand lecture hall buzzes with the energy of 100 enthusiastic students, their voices blending into a harmonious cacophony of excitement and curiosity.
Love it.
Rows of wooden desks stretch out in neat lines, gradually emptying as the students gather their belongings and filter out through the double doors at the back. The hall, with its high ceilings and large window, is bathed in the warmth glow of the late afternoon sun, casting long shadows across the floor. At the front of the room, Cartwell, a distinguished professor with a mane of dark brown hair and yet authoritative demeanor, stands by the chalkboard. His lecture notes, filled with intricate diagrams and eloquent script, are scattered across the lectern. He meticulously collects them, his movements deliberate and unhurried. With practiced ease, he wipes the chalkboard clean, erasing the remnants of today's lesson and preparing for the next. As the last of the students exit, leaving the hall in a peaceful silence, the sound of soft footsteps echo through the space. Cartwell looks up from his task just as a mysterious, red-headed woman enters the hall. Go on, say it, Troy. Why do all the hot girls go see Cartwell? And I mean hot, like red hot.
Player.
Her presence is striking, her fiery hair cascading over her shoulders, and her emerald eyes fixed intently on the professor. She moves with a grace that is both commanding and enigmatic, her grace unwavering. Cartwell pauses, his hand still holding the eraser for a moment, jaw open. The room seems to hold its breath. The two figures stand on opposite ends of the room, the air thick with unspoken anticipation. The woman takes a step closer, and the sunlight catches the glint of something metallic at her waist.
Oh.
And she introduces herself. Professor Cartwell?
How you doing?
My name is Chandra Nalar. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Chandra. You're very tall.
I am the niece of Jaya Ballard, who I believe was a colleague of yours.
Yes. You're the niece of Shai. Oh, okay, yeah. Her and I go way back.
I've heard tales of my aunt's adventures, but I've always wondered what she was like as a scholar and a mage. Could you share some stories or perhaps shed light on her time here in Dominaria?
Absolutely. I tell her all the stories that I could remember. Some of the... keep it
Let's hear it.
PG-13.
Let's hear it.
Shit, I don't remember. I don't remember. I remember...
Inspiration is hanging on the balance.
So what I start by going way back into the Wayback Machine, into the Ice Age, the ice world,
Yes.
and talking about how we went down the same path in that particular realm to find the planeswalkers that we were that we needed to have to save the world, and one of them was the planeswalker Kronos, who was part of our group. Now there he is, right there. I point him out. That is a legend. You need to go and shake that. You need to go and shake that legend's hand. I look around for Vulcan. That's a legend too over there. Actually, you see right over there.
Alas, Cartwell, you are all alone.
Oh shit! Okay. Trust me, you want to shake their hands when you see them.
He says, "My aunt was a planeswalker."
Yes, that's exactly right. Which is why she was looking for Cronus. They wanted to save the world and have the planeswalkers surround the infamous magic stuff that was killing the world.
Nice. I'll give you one inspiration, Randy. She kind of pries in a little bit more, Randy. Like, what powers did she have? What were her powers like?
Oh my god, they were the powers of the gods. They were so powerful. I didn't even understand how they worked.
Curious. Do you think she
Tell you
was
what, she used to smack me around with them though. Whew.
like a sorcerer or a witch or a wizard or?
No. It was more like wizard, like. But man, she could make some stuff tinkle.
That tingle?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And what What adventures did you go on with her?
We started out. So we got stuck in a dungeon, really, and we both like fell into this dungeon. This is before we even got into like to know these other folks here. We were together and we were looking for some stuff, and got hit by some mind flares, and then we went in.
Oh my god!
And we got stuck in this mind flare dungeon for a while, and that's a whole thing. And then these other people, they were there, all these guys, and they didn't really trust us. And I'm like, dude, we're cool, man. And they're like, you're not cool. We don't know you. And I'm like, no, really. My name's Cartwell. I'm cool. And they're like, no, you're not cool. And it just kept going on and on like that for a while. And then finally, we were all together.
Okay. Interesting. Do you know if she had any love interests?
Other than me?
This is your long lost daughter, Cartwell.
I don't know of any others.
Does seem a little shorter than Jaya.
Yeah, I don't remember any other ones. No, sorry. Cronus was very interested, but I don't know if he got very far.
Oh god, that's awesome.
Did she have friends? I mean, other than you, Cartwell, did she have people close to her?
She talked to Vulcan, I think, once, and that was when we were back at the house. I was at the tavern, and next thing I know, they were gone. But that's all I know.
Interesting. Vulcan. Okay.
I thought it was Vulcan. I'm pretty sure it's Vulcan if I remember right.
How about enemies? Did she have enemies?
Oh yes, many enemies. So many I couldn't count them.
Like an arch nemesis?
Oh, there were some serious enemies. It was the Will o' the Wisp, the whole group of people that were trying to blow up the world. Forgot their names, but to be honest, but Kalen took them out one swipe, along with the Planeswalker. Man, you just had to be there.
Wow. Your powers of memory and observation are interesting.
Yes, there's a book. Hold on, I'll give you the title and the ISBN number.
There was a legend, and maybe you could tell me about this. There's a legend that Jaya was captured by a beholder.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. That was
Not a
me.
mind
I was
flayer.
with her. Yeah, beholder.
And-
What's the difference?
And she was betrayed by a close companion of hers. Would you care to expand on that? As the words leave her lips, you see a flash of flame appear in her pupils.
Nice. Do I remember any? I don't remember any of this.
You were accused falsely, Randy. Do you remember by some girl that lived in the town?
Yes, that's right.
Confess.
Yeah, and I got exonerated for the whole thing. Yep. I'll tell her that whole story. That was some bullshit. That's what I say.
That girl was cray-cray.
She was making some shit. That was one of the enemies. I forgave her in the end, though.
She goes, well, thank you, Cartwell, for sharing your memories of Jaya. I know it was a long time ago. I did know my aunt for a little while. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, you're her aunt, so brother, sisters, daughter?
Her brother is my father.
Her brother is your father. So who? I don't even remember who that she had a brother or siblings.
Oh, I thought you were good friends.
Of course, but she never talked about her family. We were always adventuring.
Yes.
So brother's daughter. Oh, nice. And where did you come up back in? I forgot the name of that city that we lived in. Back in the Frozen City? Is that where you came from? The Frozen World?
Oh, no, I've only been here not even 100 years.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Do I know her dad?
1 second. Do. Theros. Theros Nalar. And he was the brother to Jaya Nalar, whose married name was Jaya Ballard.
Married name is Shia LaBeouf. Oh, okay. That part I didn't know.
But alas, he is gone also. Their time has passed.
Both of them.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions for me, Cartwell?
What are you here for?
Oh, I just wanted to meet you. I'd heard legend that you had traveled with my aunt and wanted to, see what you had to say.
Okay. Are things good with you? I know you seem to have traveled quite a while, but yeah, everything all right? Anything I can get you? Anything for a relative of Jaya's is a family member to me. Let's put it that way.
Okay. No, I need nothing. I do appreciate the offer. I will be departing soon.
Okay.
Any last questions?
Not that I know of.
If you were such a good friend of Jaya's, wouldn't you want to know who murdered her?
I didn't know she was murdered.
Yeah.
She didn't die of like natural causes?
No.
How did she get murdered? Yes, I'm interested in that.
A being known as Giadrone Dahada killed her with the
Giadrone.
black blade.
No. We've seen this black blade, I think, if I remember right. Gia, hold it. I'm gonna have to write that down somewhere. Gia, hold.
You've heard the name before, Randy.
Yes, I'm sure I have. Estrada.
And as she mentions the name, you see her begin to leave the room. Her aura or persona, she seems indifferent as she exits.
Wait, tell me more about this death. I don't know anything about it.
Sit down.
She murdered her, just like she murdered Sarah Angel.
She. It's a she. How do we get revenge on this?
Oh,
That's-
I'm searching for her. When I find her, I will kill her.
Oh, call me when you find her. I'll help you.
If you find her location, and if you are able to kill her before I do, I would appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
But-
no problem.
But if you find her location and unable to kill her, give me a call.
Absolutely. The Black Blade. You know the Black Blade? Any of the features of the Black Blade?
Yep, when it drops you to 0 health, you die
Oh.
forever. Doesn't matter if you're a player character, doesn't matter if your name's Cronus, doesn't matter if your name's Vulcan. If you drop to 0 by that blade, you are dead forever.
Do you know how to be immune to that blade?
Nope.
Damn you.
It was forged by a man named Dakon. That was 2 lifetimes ago. Before Cartwell was even born, that sword was created. Although there
Unless
are
you have a death ward.
she just says it's an artifact.
It's
If
an
it-
artifact.
if it drops you to
Oh,
0,
damn.
if it drops you to 0, it's bye-bye. I just
Damn.
like
get
to warn
hurt.
people.
How do
When
you
they see
plan
the
on
black
staying
blade, they
alive?
run in. What's that?
How do you plan on staying alive versus that blade?
I'm just gonna burn her. She's never gonna make it to me. I'm gonna basically go supernova
Oh, okay.
And-
That's the flame in your eyes.
and
I
kill
see it.
everything within a 1-mile radius of me when I see her.
Meteor storm. That's awesome.
Yeah, just like that. Yes.
I've done those. They're cool. Let me show you.
No, that's good.
Okay, all right.
Nice talking to you, Cartwell.
Hey, wait. Can I get your phone number?
Yep, it is Chandra Nalar, and I am opening any sendings or messages you wish to send me. As long as you come from Cartwell, Gimbal, Zucker, Shepin, I will accept them.
Yahtzee. We'll be in touch. Don't you worry. If you
Alright.
hear anything, I'm interested. So send it. It goes both ways. You know, the phone works 2 ways.
Okay.
Yahtzee.
She departs, Randy.
No, I depart. I leave. That
she departs before you depart.
All right.
No,
Next.
I slammed the door first. All right. So Monday night, everyone does their thing, sleeps through the night. Some of you dream. Early Tuesday morning, you get up. Go different ways. Is there anything anyone would like to do before I go into chapter 4?
I can give you my lecture on blade song if you want, but other than that, I'm good.
You ready to do another lecture on blade singing?
I sure can.
All right, this one's only 500 though, Randy.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna hang out with the researchers and, try and help.
They have 4 maps out there, Todd, and they've got them on a table, and they've got the compasses out and rulers, and they're casting spells, and they're asking for your help, and they're like, we know it's in this location here. We're trying to triangulate it.
I'll give them the help and benefit of my knowledge.
Yeah, it's a couple of them that Grenfell Moore, Baron, and Teferi are there with you.
Okay.
Sin, and then they're all like studying them, trying to just calculate. Well, the source of energy would be here, and then they're trying to do math equations and like integrate it. Like, oh, here.
Okay.
Can't wait to give this next lecture. We gotta restock the kitty.
Early Tuesday morning, a small breakfast cafe nestled within the esteemed Tolarian Academy exudes a tranquil charm. Its cozy interior bathed in the soft morning light streaming through large arched windows. The warm scent of freshly brewed coffee and baked pastries fills the air, creating an inviting atmosphere for the few early risers who have chosen this peaceful haven to start their day. About a dozen people are scattered among the quaint wooden tables, each absorbed in their own quiet morning rituals. A gentle murmur of conversation mingles with the occasional clink of porcelain cups and the rustle of paper, contributing to the serene ambience. The cafe's decor, a blend of rustic charm and scholarly elegance, features bookshelves lined with ancient tomes and potted plants that add a touch of green to the setting. In one corner, he's still in his 70s attire. Saber, a composed and reflective figure, enjoys a solitary breakfast. His table is set near a window, offering a view of the academy. Glances out at the serene landscape. The morning light catches the edge of his silverware, casting delicate reflections on the polished table surface. Second. I think I've got a better one there. I don't know why. There you go. His current version. As the camera pans across the room, capturing the tranquil scene, the cafe door swings open with a gentle chime. A tall, muscular stranger steps into the room. Immediately commanding attention. Clad in armor that barely conceals his powerful build, he pauses for a moment, scanning the room with keen, observant eyes. His rugged features and confident stance hint at a life of adventure and challenge. Saber! He rumbles in a deep, gravely voice as he approaches. I am Marisi of the Tabaxi clans. I bring news from Jamura, a land torn by strife and division among the cat tribes. Who wants to play the role of Saber?
Oh, you big brute!
I love it. I love it.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Marisi's demeanor is solemn as he continues. The cat tribes, once united under a common banner, now stand divided. 4 powerful tribes vie for dominance. Can you see that?
Not yet. Still loading. Oh, there it goes.
4 powerful tribes vie for dominance. The Leonin, led by a Johnny Goldmane, whose strength and wisdom command respect. The Panther warriors under the leadership of Lord Windgrace, known for their cunning and guile. The Nikado, loyal to Raksha, fierce and unyielding in battle. And the Malamet, guided by the strategic mind of Miri, a skilled tactician. He pauses, his gaze searching Saber's face for a reaction, before continuing with urgency. Tensions escalate with each passing day, and whispers of civil war echo through the jungles and savannas of Jamura. The delicate balance that once maintained peace among the tribes now hangs by a thread. Marisi's words carry the weight of truth and concern, underscoring the gravity of the situation in the distant lands beyond the medieval cafeteria's conforming walls. His presence, like a harbinger of looming conflict, leaves an air of unease, mingling with the scent of stew and heart smoke. As Marisi stands before you, his towering form casting a shadow over the wooden table, he speaks with gravitas that matches the weight of his words. Saber! He begins, his voice carrying a mix of urgency and conviction. A Johnny Goldmane, leader of the Leonin, has sent me to seek your aid in a time of dire need. Your renown as a skilled ranger and your reputation for fairness and wisdom are known even in the distant lands of Jamura. He gestures solemnly as he continues. The unity of the cat tribes is in peril. Each tribe holds a distinct political stance that threatens to unravel the fragile peace. Johnny, a lion-hearted leader, revered for his valor and vision, seeks to maintain harmony among our people. They own and uphold a tradition of honor and strength, valuing courage and righteousness above all. Maurice's expression softened slightly, revealing the weight of responsibility he carries. Lord Windgrace leads the Panther Warriors, a tribe of renown for their strategic prowess and willingness to negotiate. They navigate the political landscape with subtlety and cunning, often seeking advantageous alliances. He pauses briefly, his gaze unwavering. Raksha, ruler of the Nikadal, commands a fierce and militant tribe known for unwavering loyalty and martial prowess. They believe in strength through unity, forging alliances through mutual respect and shared ambition. Maurice's tone grows more contemplative as he concludes, and Miri leads the Melamet, a tribe of agile and resourceful hunters who value adaptability and stealth. They thrive in the shadows, employing tactics that often outwit their adversaries. He meets your gaze, his eyes searching for a glimmer of understanding and perhaps hope. Saber! Your presence in Jamura could tip the scales in the favor of peace. Your allegiance to Johnny Goldmane would not only strengthen his cause, but also serve as a beacon of unity amidst the looming storm of civil discord. We need you to come swear fealty to Johnny Goldmane. With these words, Maurice awaits your response, the fate of distant lands hanging in the balance of your decision, amidst the quiet murmurs and clinking of tankards in the medieval cafeteria. Saber?
I'll have to consider.
Consider what? He seems a little like he's trying to intimidate you, Saber. He does stand taller than you do. You come up to about his chest. There's no consider, there's action.
Well, action is what got you into trouble.
What got me in trouble? I'm not in any trouble.
Oh, yes, you are. Disappear.
How so? You go like hide?
Yeah, he's gonna go into his shadow, whatever it is.
I think it's this one. I think that works if it's dark. No, hold on. Maybe it's this one.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a... Well, you can't, can you?
I can't, but you can.
I can.
If you take more than 5 minutes on this turn, we're going to delete this character.
Alright, I'm gonna take 7.
Oh, my goodness. I'm gonna roll his hide, and it has to beat the other guy's perception. So hide is stealth. Oh, he's got pretty good stealth. 25 perception. No, you vanish, Saber. All he says is, "We need you in Jamura. You need to come pledge fealty to a Johnny Goldmane. Do you see my biceps? Do you see how big they are? I'll wrap them around your head." And he does other things, kind of growls a little bit, kind of looks around, waits for a couple of minutes, doesn't see you, and kind of turns around and starts to head out.
I put a couple of arrows right past him and go, watch your mouth before I deflate those biceps.
Oh, I'm ready to roll initiative if you want to. Yeah, right now. Yeah, he's just trying to verbally intimidate Saber.
Yep.
You see how big I am? You see how bad I am? Might is right. That's how us lions roll. We ain't panthers.
Saber's looking more at the Panther dude, anyways. Lord Windshear.
Windgrace.
Windgrace,
They're all.
whatever.
For those of you that don't know, I think most of us know, these are all Magic the Gathering cards.
Yep.
Miri, Lord Windgrace, Johnny Goldmane, and Raksha. As is Marisi, is also a Magic the Gathering card.
Yep.
Okay, so be it known that there is strife in Jamura among the cat tribes. But yeah, I was ready to trounce Saber if he was here, but I'm not going to waste my time if he's not here. Might be a good fight, but save it for another day.
All you'd have to do is get a hold of him.
Let's just say once I action surge and attack, it's going to get ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. On to the next. Won't spend too much time on an NPC. Oh, what do we got here? Chapter 5. As Tuesday afternoon wears on, Todd, you begin to feel a little tired. You put your magical energies, your mind, everything into helping them locate the right spot. You're pretty sure on one of the maps you have the exact location. On the other 3, you're within 25 miles of the location.
Oh, good. That's a good
But
time
at
to
the end
stop.
of the day, you're spent, you're tired, and you feel like retiring to your room.
All right. Head back, pick up a bowl of fruit or something on the way, grab a snack. Tell somebody to
Yes.
make me a sandwich.
You see in the breakfast bar, hiding in the shadows, shivering in the corner, panther-faced Gloomstalker Archer. No, I'm just kidding.
I chuckle.
All right. The next setting that we see, Sindaria's bedchamber, is a testament to opulence and grandeur, a sanctuary of luxury within the academy. The room is vast, its high ceilings adorned with intricate frescoes depicting scenes of myth and legend. Rich, deep colors dominate the decor, with heavy drapes of crimson and gold cascading down from tall windows, their fabric shimmering in the soft glow of candlelight. An elaborate chandelier, fashioned from countless crystals, hangs from the center of the ceiling, casting a constellation of light and shadow across the room. The walls are lined with ornate tapestries and paintings, each frame gilded and carefully chosen to reflect Sindaria's refined tastes and status. A massive canopy bed, draped in silks and velvets, sits at the heart of the chamber, its pillows and blankets invitingly plush. A mahogany vanity, inlaid with mother of pearl, holds an array of exquisite perfumes and jewelry, while a nearby writing desk is strewn with correspondence and the tools of a ruler's trade. The air is perfumed with the delicate scent of jasmine and sandalwood, creating an atmosphere of serene indulgence. As the day draws close to a close, Sindaria moves gracefully through her bedchamber, her elegant gown trailing softly behind her. She pauses by the window, gazing out at the moonlight gardens below, lost in thought. With a sigh, she turns away and approaches her bed, her movements unhurried as she prepares to rest. Just as she is about to lay down, a small, deliberate rap on the door echoes through the room. The sound is unexpected, cutting through the quiet tranquility of the chamber. Sindaria's hand pauses midair, her eyes narrowing slightly as she turns her gaze towards the door.
Enter.
Lady Sindaria, may I have a word?
Yes, come in,
It is
Rupert.
Rupert Al Ghul. Yes, I have some information for you. I know it has been a little over 24 hours since we've talked.
Were you able to procure what I sent you to procure?
I have come across a rare and powerful item that you have inquired about, an illusionist bracer. The artifact is unlike any other, capable of enhancing your illusions to unimaginable heights. However, the price is unique. The current owner is a being of considerable power and influence, and they are willing to part with their bracer, but only if you can meet their specific request. Rupert pauses, gauging your reaction before continuing. May I arrange a meeting between you and this individual?
I'll firstly name this individual.
Marissa. Marissa
Marissa.
Whisperleaf.
Marissa Whisperleaf. Sure, you can set up a meeting.
Do you want me to bring her in now?
Sure.
All right, hold on. A brown-haired female, looks to be some sort of a caster of some sorts, walks into the room.
Marissa Whisperwind, I presume?
Whisperleaf?
Whisperleaf?
The soft glow of enchanted lanterns fills your bedchamber with warm golden light, dancing off the polished wood and rich tapestries. As you sit by your vanity, a young female walks in. Lady Sindaria? She says, her voice a melodious whisper.
Yes, what is it?
I am Marissa. She introduces herself, her eyes sparkling with intensity. I have come to speak with you about matters of great importance.
Well, of course. It is wonderful to meet you.
Marissa takes a deep breath, her composure momentarily wavering. Lady Sindaria, I need your help in gathering an ancient parchment known as the True Scriptures. She begins, her voice steady but tinged with urgency. This parchment contains an incantation of immense power, an incantation that can aid me greatly.
I see. And you have been so far unable to attain this or ascertain the location?
Marissa takes a deep breath, her composure momentarily wavering.
Come here, dear. Come and sit down on the bed with me.
All
Should
right,
get more comfortable.
Let's get a little weird here. I have a confession to make. Please hear me out and don't be angry. but I have a demon bound to my soul.
Okay.
I have contained it for many years, but at points of great weakness, it can take over, pushing me to the brink of madness.
Do you know what this demon's name is?
I do not. But the magic from the true scriptures can unbind the demon from my soul, materialize it so that we can defeat it, Marisa explains, her voice gaining strength with each word. It can banish the demon back to the abyss from whence it came. I have searched wide and far for this parchment, but it remains elusive. I cannot do this alone. I need your strength, wisdom, and support of your companions. She pauses, her eyes pleading. Will you help me, Sindaria? Will you help me free myself from this torment and ensure that this demon is banished for good? I don't have much to offer in compensation. All I have is a minor magic item and a few gold I can offer you in recompense. 1,500 gold pieces and an illusionist bracer is all I can give.
I will do my best. I will promise you that. Vanquishing of the demons is of utmost importance to the Syndicate. We must vanquish evil and let good triumph over the lands.
Sounds good, Todd. We'll talk about the real demon stuff later.
All right.
I'm joking. She puts out her hand like to shake, like, I'll make a deal. So if you can get the true scriptures, I'll trade you the illusionist bracer straight up for them. And then I'm just afraid that when I read the true scriptures, it's going to unbind the demon from me.
And it'll pop up,
And then
and you want some
it'll
help
pop.
beating it down. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
I don't know how powerful it is, but it is powerful enough to take me over in times of great stress.
Well, I will definitely bring this before the Syndicate, and we will do our best, I'm sure. You have my word.
Thank you, Sindaria. And with that, she departs. And Rupert Al Ghul, he sticks around just to say, also, my lady Sin, if there's any items that you want me to go sell for you, I can do that also.
Yes, I will come back in the morning and I will supply you with a list.
I will get going rate plus 5%, and I'll only keep 1% for myself.
That sounds very acceptable.
Okay.
And probably the proceeds from this, I will retain some, and then I'll figure it out, and I'll have you send the rest to the banker for upkeep for the building and construction of the castle and the barony.
Expenses. Yep.
Yes. And
Absolutely. All right. Jess still on?
mm-hmm.
Got that solution yet, Jess?
Nope. No, you got me stumped over here, Terry.
There is clues there. Gotta.
Okay. We'll see.
I made it hard. Yes, I made it hard for sure. All right. The Tuesday continues. Everybody kind of goes about their own thing. Sin, you sleep Tuesday night into Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Tuesday, Vulcan. Find a nice, solemn chamber, and you feel the need to have some private reflection time.
I remember back to Ravnica when I was a young boy.
All that training. All that turmoil as a young man that you had to endure. Your sister, watching your parents get murdered, it all flashes back. High above the grounds of the Talarian Academy, perched atop its tallest spire, lies a majestic prayer chamber open to the elements. The chamber is an architectural marvel with tall, graceful arches that frame the breathtaking vistas of the surrounding landscape. The sky, painted with hues of dawn, casts a serene light that mingles with the soft, ambient glow from enchanted lanterns hanging from the arches. The floor is a mosaic of intricate patterns, depicting celestial bodies and ancient runes, each tile placed with meticulous care. A gentle breeze drifts through the open space, carrying the scent of blooming flowers from the gardens below, and the distant murmur of a tranquil stream. The atmosphere is one of profound peace and tranquility. A sacred space where the spiritual and the natural worlds converge. In the center of this serene chamber sits Vulcan, his posture one of deep reverence and meditation. Clad in simple yet elegant robes, his eyes are closed, and his face reflects a calm inner peace. Before him, an ornate altar holds a collection of sacred artifacts, their significance known only to the devout. The air around him hums with a subtle energy, the manifestation of his focused prayer and contemplation. As Vulcan sits in silence, the scene is suffused with a sense of timelessness, each moment stretching into eternity. The only sounds are the whispers of the wind and the occasional chirp of a distant bird, creating a natural symphony that enhances the sanctity of the space. Then, faintly at first, the sound of slow, deliberate footsteps ascending the spiral staircase begins to intrude upon the stillness. The soft echo of each step grows gradually louder, signaling the approach of someone making their way to the chamber. Vulcan! I am High Priest Erevan, servant of Tal, the Watcher of the Divine Order. I come to you not as an adversary, but as a herald of truth, burdened by the weight of a revelation bestowed upon me by my God. Erevan's words are measured yet tingled with a palpable sense of concern. In recent times, the world has been beset by a growing imbalance, a disturbance in the natural order that threatens to unravel the very fabric of existence. Tal has shown me visions of great magics wielded with reckless abandon, their power unchecked and their consequences dire. His gaze meets Vulcan's, filled with an intensity that betrays the gravity of his words. These magics, though not of arcane origin, are nonetheless a cause for concern. They disrupt the delicate balance of life and death, creation and destruction, sowing chaos and discord wherever they are unleashed. Tal warns us that such imbalances cannot be allowed to persist, lest they be led to the world's undoing. Erevan's voice carries a note of urgency as he implores Vulcan to heed his warning. I beseech you, Vulcan, as a fellow champion of the divine, to lend your aid in restoring harmony to the world. Use your gifts to seek out and confront those who would wield such magics irresponsibly, to bring balance and order where there is chaos and discord. Together we can fulfill the will of Tal and safeguard the sanctity of creation. With these words, High Priest Erevan stands before Vulcan, his plea delivered with a serenity born of unwavering faith in the teaching of his God. As High Priest Erevan continues his conversation, his voice carries a sense of urgency and solemnity, his words resonating with the weight of the divine revelations bestowed upon him by Tal. Vulcan, hear me, for the truths I speak are of grave and dire. There are magics in this world that would defy the natural order, defiling the sanctity of life and death with their perverse influence. These are not the workings of arcane sorcery, but powers born of darkness and corruption, twisting the very essence of existence. His eyes blaze with fervor as he continues. I have witnessed with my own eyes the abominations wrought by these dark magics. They rend the veil between life and death, allowing the souls of the departed to return to the mortal realm with ease, defying the divine laws that govern the cycle of existence. Such necromancy is an affront to the gods themselves, a mockery of the natural order they have ordained. Erevan's words come faster now, each one laden with righteous indignation. But it does not end there, Vulcan. There are spells that can nullify even the most potent clerical abilities, rendering the blessings of gods impotent in the face of their twisted power. And worse still, there are incantations that can ensure death cannot claim even the mightiest of beings, granting them an unnatural and unholy immortality. He pauses, his breath coming ragged with emotion. Such magic is an abomination, a blight upon the world that must be eradicated at all costs. It defies the very laws of nature and threatens to plunge us into the age of darkness, from which there may be no return. With a final fervent threat. Together we stand against the darkness and cleanse the world of its taint. Let us wield the power of the divine to vanquish the forces of corruption and restore balance to the world in accordance with the will of Tal. With these words, High Priest Erevan stands before Vulcan, his resolve unwavering as he awaits the Paladin's response.
You want to work with me?
Yes. I want you to help me rid Dominaria of 4 specific evils that plague it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So, yeah, we might contact you. I'll get back with you after I talk to Sindaria.
Aria of Revivify, True Resurrection, Counterspell, and Clone. I want to purge Dominaria of those 4 abilities.
Say them again.
Revivify, True Resurrection, Counterspell, and Clone.
That's it, DM? Just those?
Just those.
I write it down and I tell him I'll get back with you. I'll meet you back here someday.
Very well, Vulcan. I will say it is nice meeting you, and I hope you can join us on the conquest to save the world. You get from him, Shannon, that he feels those things are the evil taint on the world and have to be eradicated.
Yeah, I go back and report to Sandaria. I met a guy in the lobby. He wants to basically do away with you.
You hear a voice call out from the shadows. I had my sword drawn upon him the whole time, Master Vulcan. If he stepped towards you physically, I would have sliced him through his spinal cord.
You had him that much in check?
In my own mind, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't be in your own mind. I punch her in her face and knock her in the corner. Like, listen, we don't do that. You gonna make up some stuff? We don't make up stuff around here, because if you're actually that shady, I got a mission for you. But if you're just weak, just say I'm just weak. It really didn't happen like that.
I had my sword drawn on him. He seemed to be more powerful than I. But I was willing to intervene between you and him.
All right, don't do that. I mean, you're only 6th level. That guy, he was one of the most elite people around this castle. Don't be sneaking up around him.
Very well.
Oh my God, made Link crazy. Report back to the group. I'm like, hey, you guys, there's a priest here. He gives him a rundown. A priest of tall that wanted to hire me, dude. It was crazy. Like, I work for people. And he wants to eradicate these 4 spells. He wants to restore order. Yeah.
Hmm.
You guys want to help him restore order? He'd probably pay you if you need money for the castle.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it with everybody, and seems a little weird to me, but I mean that's like almost a fanatic, like side cult of something, you know?
Exactly. At least he was good.
Yeah, that's good.
I counterspell his counterspell.
Down for anything that destroys you.
You better shut up, counterspell.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta get my prop for this next one. This next
geez.
chapter.
This is a
Hold on.
Chronos.
I gotta get my prop. Hold on.
It's a
Oh,
penis.
Lord. Whoa. Looks like Sidaria.
Only before I do my hair.
I mean, that's. I meant just in the sense of demonic, you know, like something that would be up in your wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm. No, I think this is a Chronos. This is going to be Zariel coming back.
Can you imagine?
He's going to jump up and go, bitch, best 2 out of 3. And then when we beat him again, best 3 out of 5.
Nice, nice. Alrighty. How we doing?
Kaylin's
Good,
typing.
DM.
Uh-oh, she's got a solution?
I don't know. It says she's typing in chat.
The greatest reward ever received in D&D? No, that is not the solution, Kaylin. Keep working. I know the sisters 5 and 4 give you can mislead you a little bit. All right, let's get to chapter 7, shall we?
Yes. Infernal offering to Kronos.
The Academy's tavern buzzes with a warm, welcoming energy. Its rusting charm, a comforting embrace after a day of toil and study. Wooden beams stretch across the ceiling, darkened by age and the glow of countless lanterns. The walls, adorned with portraits of notable scholars and relics from far-flung adventures, tell stories of a rich and storied past. Long tables fill the center of the room, their surfaces scarred and polished from years of use, surrounded by mismatched but sturdy chairs that creak with familiarity. The scent of hearty stew and fresh baked bread fills the air, mingling with the earthy aroma of aged oak and the tang of spilled ale. A bard strums a gentle tune on a lute in the corner, his music a soothing backdrop to the murmur of conversation and the occasional burst of laughter. The flickering fire in the hearth casts a dancing glow, its warmth a balm against the chill of the outside world. In this cozy haven, Cronus, the Warforged Battlemaster, sits at a table near the hearth. It is... where's that at? Here it is.
Nice, DM.
Very cool.
Dude, that's a good image, DM. I like that. That's pretty badass.
Yet there is a palpable sense of peace about him as he cradles a tankard of ale in his hands.
What?
The light...
Kronos is drinking that little glass of wine. What if...
The light from the fire glints off his polished armor, creating an almost ethereal halo around him. He takes a slow, deliberate sip, savoring the rich, bitter taste of his drink. Cronus's eyes, sharp and observant, scan the room with a soldier's precision. He notes the details, the worn but sturdy furniture, the gleam of the polished bar top, and the tapestry depicting the founding of the Academy. Each element tells a story, adding to the tavern's rich tapestry of history and camaraderie. The patrons around him, a mix of students, adventurers, and townsfolk, add to the vibrant, ever-changing tableau of the room. As the evening progresses, the door to the tavern swings open with a soft creak. The buzz of conversation dims slightly as a tall figure steps into the light. His dark hair and striking green eyes immediately draw attention, his devilishly handsome features setting him apart from the usual clientele. He moves with a confidence that hints at hidden depths, his gaze sweeping the room before locking onto Cronus for a brief, electrifying moment.
It's not a raven in the background.
Hello, friend. Cronus, isn't it?
Indeed. You are?
My name is Samael. I hear you've had quite the day since your return from the plane of island, is it? He gets a glass, fills it.
DM, did you see my message? I light him up.
Troy, a dark void that is deep and profound gives you the greatest sense of evil you have ever seen in your life.
Ooh.
Roll initiative.
Yes. Lucifer.
I hear that yesterday you were offered a barony. Is that true?
Stand up, Terry. He took the words right out of my mouth. I tell him I will not stand by in the presence of evil.
Do you wish to parlay before our melee, or do you want to step right to it?
Parlay. 5-1 odds.
Oh, Terry. For the DM, I'm going to parlay just for you, DM. Otherwise, it's odd.
Yes, a barony is
I got
quite an offer, Cronus, but I think there is a higher position for you.
God.
I offer you the title of Duke, and the land I will give you will be 1,000 times larger than that barony that Thalion offered you. I will give you a plain as far as the eye can see, and you will be the Duke. Not just a normal Duke, but an Archduke. He pulls out of his pocket, Troy, and sits on the counter of the bar a ruby the size of a heart. Million gold at least, and sets it there. He goes, "You have earned this right, and therefore I am presenting it to you. An archdukedom for the land that is immense and vast." What say you, Cronus? You are no mere baron.
Well, I can say, surely most men would be tempted by such an offer, but I'm not most men. Roll initiative.
As I thought. One more story before we begin?
Terry, I just pull the blade out and let him continue to talk.
All right.
For the sake of the game, go ahead. Continue.
There is a story in a land veiled in shadow's embrace, where shadows wove intricate patterns. Beneath the boughs of ancient trees, there dwelled a rabbit. This rabbit was no ordinary denizen of the forest. He was bold and daring, his eyes that shimmered with the spark of defiance. One fateful day, as the rabbit ventured through the dense undergrowth, he encountered a wolf. A wolf of formidable stature and cunning intellect, whose gaze held the weight of countless winners, and whose presence commanded respect. And in that moment, the rabbit felt a stirring within him, a primal urge to challenge the natural order, to test his mettle against the mightiest of adversaries. "Behold, wolf," declared the rabbit, his voice resonating through the stillness of the forest. "I challenge you to a contest of strength and cunning to determine who shall reign supreme in this realm." The wolf regarded the rabbit with a mixture of amusement and disdain. His lips curling with in a silent snarl. Very well, little one, he rumbled, his voice a deep reverberation that seemed to echo through the very earth itself. But know this, in this forest, I am the master, and none shall dare to challenge my dominion. Undeterred, the rabbit sprang forward, his tiny form a blur of motion, and he sought to test the wolf's defenses. But the wolf was swift and sure, his movements fluid and precise, and he deftly evaded the rabbit's attacks, his teeth bared in a silent warning. Time and again, the rabbit attempted to best the wolf, each time employing a different strategy, a different tactic. He tried trickery and deception, setting traps and laying ambushes in an effort to catch the wolf off guard. But the wolf, ever vigilant and watchful, saw through each ruse, his keen senses detecting the silent hint of danger before it could be sprung. Undeterred, the rabbit sought allies among the creatures of the forest, enlisting the aid of the birds and the beasts in his quest to overcome the wolf's might. Together they launched coordinated attacks and intricate maneuvers, seeking to outmaneuver and outwit their foe. But despite their combined efforts, the wolf remained unscathed, his dominance unchallenged. Desperate and despondent, the rabbit turned to ancient magics and mystical powers, seeking aid from beings' unfathomable wisdom and arcane knowledge. But even with the aid of magic, the wolf proved to be an indomitable adversary, his strength and cunning beyond anything the rabbit could hope to overcome. And so it went, day after day, night after night, until the rabbit could fight no more. Exhausted and broken, he lay upon the forest floor, his breath coming in ragged gasps as the wolf circled ever closer, his shadow falling like a shroud over the defeated creature. You see now, little one, whispered the wolf, his voice soft and mocking in the stillness of the night. You see the futility of your struggle, the inevitability of your defeat. For in this world, there are those who are born to rule and those who are born to serve. And you, dear rabbit, were never meant to be anything more than prey.
Yes. What a great story for children. Thank God I'm not a rabbit. Terry, what's he doing?
Yes,
Okay.
he stands up. Puts his
So-
drink
I had
down.
to let you finish your story.
Yes.
So
That's
I'm
a
writing
nice
in my
image,
notes, Kronos made a deal with the devil. Gotcha.
That's what I said.
Oh, I had to let him tell his story, you guys. I wouldn't let him. All right, DM.
All right, Troy, you see at his waist he has a sword.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't go for it.
Okay.
He just basically pulls his sleeves up and begins to pummel you. 1 second.
Oh, it's an old-fashioned Randy Savage beatdown.
You guys know I'm not going to be able to beat this guy one-on-one.
Oh, yeah. And you're going to do it in a room full of witnesses.
God, bless America.
All right, I attack 7 times per round, Troy.
Did you see Kaylin's typing? Oh, Fred.
Oh, shit. I don't see a miss, DM.
This is just his fists, Troy.
My cleric runs in there and saves him.
All right, Troy, we've got.
Gets hit by
The
one of
first
those
hit.
flying fists. Goes down.
He grabs you, Troy, by the chest, picks you up, and slams you into the bar. The bar crumbles under your weight. You see the wooden boards collapse as you fall through and take 60 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Then he grabs you by your ankle, picks you up, flings you over into this table, and slams you into the table, breaking 3 of the 4 legs for another 56 damage.
56. Okay, I got it.
Then he grabs you by the throat, Troy, picks you up over his head, hurls you into the next table. And that one is 57 damage.
Yep.
All right, Troy. He comes over, grabs your head, and busts it into his knee for 45 damage.
Jesus. Yeah.
And the next one is a crit, Troy. He picks you up and power bombs you onto the cement floor. This one is for 90 damage.
All right, that's 308 damage by my calculations.
I got 2 more hits coming, Troy. He picks you up, marches you over to the wall, and slams you into it, breaking you completely through the wall into the next room. And that one is 55 damage.
55.
All right, and then he walks through the opening, grabs your head, turns it around, and gives you a stunner for 51.
Oh, shit.
Are you still standing?
Unless my death ward goes off.
Death ward goes off, Troy?
Yeah.
Oh. He's not done with you yet.
This is what you will look like, Troy, when you are level 50.
Yep. DM, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to make sure I'm still standing. Ah!
On your turn, you could do that, Troy.
Yeah, I know.
He action
I know.
surges. Yes. Basically, Troy.
It's like something out of a comic book.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Crit.
Kill him.
Yeah, the first hit's Troy. And again, he just does like a boot, like to kick you in the chest. Slams you back into this table. And it kind of like hyperextends your back, kind of so you bend out of position and then back forward. And that's 59. Are you still up?
No, I'm down now.
Okay.
Ow. I see
Now-
darkness.
He grabs your finger, Troy, as you are unconscious. He grabs your pinky and cuts it off.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead, Troy, make 3 death saving throws.
Yes.
Now, Kronos, you're supposed to say, at the end of his turn, I'm using my legendary action to move
Yeah,
recovery.
Yeah, from the darkness. All right, Terry.
Death
What is
saving
my-
throws.
Yeah,
You
what is
gotta-
it?
Should be on your character sheet if you pull open your character
Raise
sheet.
your arm up in the air like Hulk Hogan after getting a beat down.
I see it over here, but I got saving throws. But
Let me see, Troy, where it's at on your sheet. It says death saves, like if you take your hit points and you come down to the right.
yeah, there we go. Yep. Okay.
So we gotta have 3 of the. Well, yeah. Let's see what you do. Go ahead, click the first one. 16, good. That's 1 in the positive. That's an 8, Troy. That's 1 in the negative. 19 is 2 positive.
Yep.
Roll again. 20, Troy. You do not die. You are found 5 minutes later by Kaylin.
Ah.
Yeah, 'cause
Kaylin.
we have that telepathic connection.
The
Yeah.
bar room looks
I
like
sense-
a tornado hit it.
I sense Kronos is getting his ass beat.
The bar looks like a tornado hit it. Most of the patrons have fled. The man and the ruby are gone. And Cronus sits there breathing in shallow breaths, battered and bloody.
God, Terry, I've never had that happen. Ugh.
I just wanted to show you a CR50, Troy.
Dude, you took a whooping.
I did. I'm not even up yet, so.
This will be you when you're level 50. Yeah, he's unconscious, Kaylin, and you've never seen this beat, but he is not dead.
Alright. Well, you know I'm gonna heal him, so.
Yes, Troy, that was Samael, and if you Google Samael, you may find out who that is.
Yes. I'm gonna say it's Asmodeus. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm ahead of Asmodeus in the ranking order. He reports to me.
Nice.
I offered you Avernus, Troy. All of Avernus you could rule.
Ooh.
All right. Kaylin, what do you do?
I would heal Cronus, of course.
Okay.
Terry,
I
he's
mean,
an MTG.
what's that?
Is he
No.
MTG or D&D?
No, he's not even in D&D. He has the stats
I didn't
of
think
someone
so.
in D&D, but he's a CR50.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think he was in D&D. Nice.
All right.
Terry,
Kaylin
did you know there's a
nurses you back to
Samael?
health. She takes you back to her bedchamber and
I
nurses you
didn't
back to
say that. I would give him a couple of heal spells for sure. At least get him on his feet.
Terry, there's also a rogue named Samael. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one, I got it from reading of the hierarchy of the hells and all that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's someone that's the boss of all of them. So there's 9 planes, 9 rulers, but one that's above them all.
Nice.
All right.
Cartwheel.
Ah, thank you, Kaylin. I will have my vengeance.
A
I'm
voice
sure it has to
echoes
be.
in the darkness and it says, "You see, little one," whispered the wolf, his voice soft and mocking in the stillness of the night. "You see the futility of your struggle, the inevitability of your defeat. For in this world there are those born to rule and those who are born to serve. And you, dear rabbit, were never meant to be anything more than prey."
He just told you to lay on your side.
Yeah. Oh. Again,
All right.
Kaylin, I'm ever so grateful for your healing.
Somebody's got to keep you alive.
Yeah, DM, I probably got to be in bed for a day or two after that beating.
Yeah, Troy, you got your pinky cut off too. You notice it's gone.
We can fix that.
By the gods!
Little regenerate, you'll be fine.
Do they have almost two-handed mastery?
I'm going to ask the mages, because Troy has an idea, but why would he take part of my finger?
True resurrection? He can make another one of you.
Yeah, there's a couple diabolical things he could do. He could
could
wait for you
clone.
to die and raise you before your friends do in the 10th plane of hell. He could clone you. Yeah, high level people do that shit, they tell you.
Look, Kaylin's already thinking like an archdemon.
I'm a
That's
woman.
awesome.
There's always a little bit of demon.
The war room exudes an air of gravitas and strategy. Its very walls steeped in the history and power of the Tolarian